Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Man, they were on a flight. I don't know the difference in these big airplanes that fly people around. Airbus A320, and it was like a big commercial flight. And it started hailing so bad, it started damaging the nose plane, the cockpit windows.
Oof.
Oh.
I didn't know it hailed up there.
Yeah, I don't know
great point.
when up there hails and when it doesn't.
Right.
Like, at what level can you not get held upon?
I just always thought it started with water and then slowly froze it on the way down or whatever.
A mayday call was made as the plane was traveling through a severe weather patch. I guess it could have been on the way down. Plane crew said they did not see any indication of stormy weather on the path. Emily Oakley, a passenger aboard the chaotic flight, told ABC News they're about 20 minutes from landing, so they had to be on the descent, as they say. And they entered a cloud of hail.
Oh.
Gosh.
It sounds like.
The plane took about 2 minutes or less to fly through the hailstorm, but phones and cups flew all around the plane. People are screaming. It did land safely. When they landed, part of the nose was missing.
Oh.
The pilots did an excellent job keeping things as smooth. No passengers were injured, New York Post. You don't want the microphone to accidentally be on into the plane. You hear the pilot's like, oh, F, oh, F, oh, God, oh.
We're not going to make it.
Oh, crap, I never had that. You want to make sure that thing is not on. Oh, that scared me. I don't even like flying down in rain. I don't even like flying. Let's just be honest. I don't know how they get that big, heavy thing up so high and how it just stays and it doesn't just fall and crash sometimes. It's crazy. Science, man. Whether you want to help the planet or it's just easy, they say it's good to pee in the shower. Every time you pee in the shower is a time when you don't have to flush the toilet, so you're saving gallons of water, which long-term is helping the planet.
Good.
So the more you pee in the shower, the more water you save. Urine is non-toxic, so it's totally fine, health-wise, to pee in the shower from Prevention Magazine. And you're saving water.
I mean, I do it.
Amy, why are you?
Urine is non-toxic. I know we hear it's sterile, like it's okay, but so...
Yeah, I read some words on a piece of paper. I have no idea.
I know, but like I just don't want to touch urine
Called that.
anywhere. Like, and then if y'all are gonna take onto this, y'all have to like pee right into the drain.
That's the
y'all can't be
goal.
like throwing it around all over the shower. So when someone steps in there, like I don't want to step on it.
Well, the water
throwing
washes
it
it out.
around?
Y'all, because even
No, we
y'all don't
target
even
all the
always
time.
make it in the
No,
toilet.
but we have a pointer.
I know, and still
That's a
doesn't
good
make
point,
it
too.
in.
And
That's
it's
a
a
good point.
game to us every single time,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, if you put like a little basketball hoop in the toilet, a guy would never miss.
Never.
Yeah.
Because we're just like lazy or it's like we're half asleep. But if you put like a goal in there
Okay.
that we would never miss.
It's a good idea. Maybe that's new business plan.
I
Little
think they have
goals
something
for
like that.
Or like a
toilets.
golf flag stick. That'd be cool.
So, yeah, because we are just idiots and we need a reason to actually commit to making the pee. Otherwise, we're just
I
kind of
get
like,
it.
if it goes in, it goes in. Next up, if you're having a hard time waking up in the morning, they say it's good to swear to yourself. Cursing activates part of the brain that's vital to the fight or flight response. Other words don't have the dramatic effect on you. Hearing yourself swear gives you a jolt of energy because you associate that with when you need a jolt of energy or when something has so much energy it makes you say that.
Right, but when I
We do
say
it now.
that, like,
Do it, please.
like I'm normally like, yes, in a stressed mode. So why would I want to do something to put myself in fight or flight?
Yeah,
I
and
think
are,
if you can't wake up, that's what
Okay.
it is.
are you insulting yourself or are you just saying,
Depends
Yeah.
why you're cursing yourself. Like if you're
Like,
so
get
blank and
the-
good looking,
you loser.
yeah, that's different.
I think about that.
Yeah, if you're a blank and loser, it's again different. That is from Cyblog, an online psychological research site. Experts say knitting is great for your mind. Researchers found that knitting provides a sense of calm. 20 to 30 minutes a day of knitting leads to better social interaction with peers and increased feelings of well-being. This is from the Journal of Occupational Science. I would say it's based on focus. Anything you can focus on that removes, and sometimes we're not able to focus because there's so much stimuli happening. I would say it presents a focus. We have got to be focused. Therefore, we're not overrun with all the good, the bad, the just stuff.
That's why I tend to puzzle way more when life is really complicated.
What, puzzle?
Yeah.
got
Like when life was really crazy, I was puzzling all the time, like doing puzzles. And I felt it was odd because I never liked to do puzzles before, but it was actually very therapeutic for me.
Just focus.
Right.
You
So
have to
similar to
yeah.
knitting.
It's why I
puzzles.
like to play Madden on PlayStation because I play like 2 games, Madden or basketball, football or basketball. And it's the only time I really can just like relax. If I could do that in a bubble bath, oh my God. I'm afraid I'd drop the controller.
But are you really relaxing? You're stressed out about the game, right?
Yeah, you're freaking
No,
out
I
about
don't know
what
if
play.
I'm stressed, but I'm focused only on that because I've got to control everything. It's pretty cool. Like it's. I promise you, I'm not just saying this because I like to play, but it is the only thing that I can do to kind of just relax and stop thinking
feel
about
like
the world.
It's a good narrative for you to keep up.
Yeah, man.
It's not a
Especially-
narrative.
Hey, we
Especially
believe
with
you,
your
man.
wife.
It's not a narrative. All you guys can shut up. Okay, moving on. An Oregon man was stranded after he plummeted off an embankment. His dog ran 4 miles to get help. An Oregon man and his 4 dogs drove off an embankment. It stranded him in the woods, and police said one of his dogs stepped in to help by running 4 miles to alert people that something was wrong. Garrett had been traveling north, and his dogs were all in the car, and he didn't, they say, negotiate the curve properly. One of the dogs just took off, and the other 3 dogs are alive. They're at the crash scene. So I wonder if the guy starts looking at him going, I wonder which one of you I'm going to eat first.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? That's
Yeah, I mean,
like no. That
an
would
animal.
take
No, I know,
a
but I'm
couple
just saying
days.
maybe he's on a because again they'll go back to flying. As soon as we hit that hail, that turbulence, I'm looking around. Who am I going to eat first? Humans.
Yeah, I'd rather eat a dog than a human.
Yeah, but the dog
Depends
runs
how much I love
somewhere.
the dog.
And the dog runs somewhere, then how does he tell people, hey, we need to go this way
Like
4
that?
miles back?
Yeah,
Like
I
that?
have no idea. It doesn't even say that.
Like, but he ran 4 miles to find someone, and then what?
Yeah, my dogs would have just found a new home.
Same.
They stay
They
with
would have just
someone.
lived with whomever they found there. Teen mom star Amber Portwood is engaged. I don't know how big of a story this is, but I
What?
brought it Lunchbox
Let's
because
see.
you love Teen Mom.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I thought he got like alerts on his
Whoa.
computer every
whoa,
time
whoa,
It's
it-
Teen
whoa.
Mom alerts.
Let me
A
check
source
it.
reportedly close to Portwood says that she said yes to a proposal from Gary within the last 2 weeks. Do you know Gary?
Don't tell me she's getting back with her dude that from the original baby daddy. No. 'cause
The
his
ring
name-
Portwood was given was reported to have been crafted from
Nope.
a family stone that was reset into a new ring from Us Weekly.
Never seen this dude.
Different Gary?
Different Gary.
Boy, that's weird.
That is so weird.
That'd
you
be
can't
tough.
be doing that. You have a kid with Gary. You can't marry a Gary.
That's tough.
Oh, another
I
Gary.
think you got to change the name.
Gary has to change his
Yeah.
name? Oof.
I think you got to.
Guy.
You can't help that though. That's
Just
their
guy?
name.
Yeah, this guy.
I think he changes it. What's his middle name? Lucas? Okay, you're now Lucas.
Yeah, that's
what it
so
would be.
weird. But congrats.
Uh,
We had
Bla-
Amber Portwood in our studio. You know that, right?
Huh?
We had her in our studio.
We
When?
did?
Yeah. Her and-
Did we know?
yeah, you guys surprised me with her.
We did?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't remember
Like
that.
when I say surprised me with her, like you
She,
brought
she didn't come out of a cake or anything.
right. She just came in the studio.
Yeah, you're right.
Was she a
Sounds weird.
teen?
No, I think she had written a book, and you guys brought her and Kaylin in here.
Oh, I'm looking at pictures. This is from 2014.
Yeah.
Oh, 10
Dang,
years
10
ago.
years ago.
Who did we just talk to on the phone who's building like a business?
Chelsea Hauska.
Okay.
She's very successful.
Yeah, very.
And then there's a
Macy Bookout.
Mate Book Out. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
she's
that
out in
one.
Chattanooga.
Which one was in jail?
Amber Portwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you need to know?
Nothing. Okay. All right, that's the news. Thanks.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Sam Hunt, Outskirts, Bobby Bone Show. Thank you guys. animals that call each other by name. I'm not kidding. Scientists say this certain animal, they call each other by name. We'll talk about that. Also, a mom's like, yeah, this counts as a bath for my kids, and people are freaking out. And somebody here on the show lost something that's very important to them. Very, very important to them. All that coming up next. How do you feel about this mom saying that going to the pool counts as a bath?
Not in my opinion. No. I mean, but I get it. Like, you just want your kids to get sort of rinsed off a little bit. But other kids are in the pool. There's all kinds of germs, and there's the chlorine.
But is chlorine bad? Or does it clean you?
For me, if I'm in it too much, my skin gets irritated. Like, I'll get little bumps, so I want to wash it off.
Would you let your kids skip a bath if they've gone to the pool?
I prefer they shower, but I'm sure they have done that.
Thoughts on pool as bath, Lunchbox?
I do it all the time. That's what I did growing up. If you went to the pool, it was a bath because chlorine kills germs. That's why they put chlorine in the pool.
That's what I was wondering.
Is to kill germs. So why?
It smells bad.
Does he know that for sure?
Yeah, 100%. That's why they put chlorine in the pool. And so you have chlorine to kill the germs. So if the kids are swimming in the pool, the germs are killed. They're getting out. They're clean. I mean, we went to the pool yesterday. Kids had Cheetos and peanut butter and jelly all over their face, jump in the pool. Guess what? They got out. They were clean.
That was their bath? Oh.
All right.
Go ahead.
According to the Google, lingering chlorinated water on the skin surface can cause allergic reactions and make existing skin conditions worse. So taking a quick shower after swimming is definitely effective to get these chemicals off your body.
But doesn't mean they will.
Yeah. Or you can just wipe it off with a towel. When they get out, you dry them.
Ever think about that?
Nah.
I don't think you wipe chemicals off.
So yes, a shower and pool are the same thing.
It's not the same.
In your house, it is the same.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I'm not shocked that he would say that. I didn't think anybody would jump in with a yes, but I guess I'm not that shocked. Eddie?
No. I mean, have my kids done it? Yes, 100%. But no, if we get a chance, we rinse off after we get out of the pool.
If you get a chance. So there might not be a chance
Correct.
there?
Hey, who knows, man? Maybe it's a busy day.
Exactly.
What can you do?
So sometimes the pool does count as a bath.
Sometimes.
I want to go talk to John in North Carolina. He's got an interesting question. Hey, John, you're on the show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
We're doing pretty good. What's your question?
Good morning to Team Bobby Boone.
Thank you, buddy.
Well, my thing is, I live in North Carolina, a town called Washington, and we had a bunch of seniors decide to do a senior prank at our local high school. One of them, evidently, his daddy used to be a assistant coach and had a key to the school. But he got the key, and the children or young adults went into the school on a senior prank, and they went into the cafeteria and ransacked the cafeteria. They tore up a bunch of cafeteria tables, and they said that the tables cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a table. Tore up chairs. They wrote on the mirrors and walls and windows with markers. They put rubber ducks and balloons all over the floor. They egged their trophy case and damaged it severely. And they poured oil and stuff on the floor. And the assistant coach went in to, I guess, look at the damage, and he slid down and injured himself, not really bad. The thing is, the alarm system wasn't working, hadn't been working most of the year.
Yeah.
And the cameras were working, so they identified 47 students.
Oh, my gosh.
These are 17, 18-year-old students that were doing a school prank.
Yep.
To start with, if they went to school they weren't supposed to, that's breaking and entering. They're trespassing. But the thing that gets me is the community. Most of the community doesn't think that anything should happen to them. Maybe they should have to do some community service.
Well, what happened is when you damage stuff, it's a whole new ball game with what a prank is allowed to be.
Yep.
If you break stuff, if you damage stuff, that's when it becomes problematic. If you go and you put all the ducks and you maybe throw a few eggs on stuff, okay, it can be annoying. But that's not, let's get the legal system involved. But when you start breaking stuff, it's for sure.
And they broke in the school.
Yeah. I don't even mind that as long as they don't break anything. If they get in the school, but they didn't break in, they had a key.
They had an insider.
If you don't break anything, or you don't hurt anybody, I'm pretty okay with school pranks. But there's a fine line because as soon as you do what they did, then it's trouble. Then it's somebody's got to pay for this financially, and then you have literally broken the law. You don't get carte blanche to run around and do whatever you want because you're graduating. So, yeah, John, I'd be ticked if I were you. And how do 47 kids not blab that they're going to go into a school?
That's impressive.
Like, that right there is so impressive. It's almost like you'd let them do it. No, you don't, though, but you don't. Yeah, no, I would be mad because you can't do that. You can't tear stuff up.
So what's the consequence?
They have to pay for it. Everybody that's in has been identified. They have to do community service. They got to pay for it.
Absolutely.
dang.
You can do a freaking car wash or something, losers.
Yes.
Okay.
So go, what you did, that's loser. Now, if you prank and you do little flags and ducks and eggs, that's not loser, but it's annoying. But what you did is loser. So
Vandalism.
you can't go breaking stuff.
Yeah.
What about holding them back a year?
No.
Too much?
2 years.
Whoa, whoa.
You got to set the precedent. Let's go. Nobody goes to college.
I mean, that'll get the job done right
That's
there.
right. Nobody goes to college.
I don't know about
Start
that.
over, kindergarten.
Oh, all the way back?
Yes,
Whoa.
go full Billy Madison. You got to pass every grade now. If I were the judge, I'd be creative with my sentencing, and they need to pay for it, and that sucks, and need to set an example.
Absolutely, but having something on their record could be
Double.
Crazy for their
They get no
future.
record anymore. They have to start over with a new name.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Start a reset.
Yep. John, I'd be mad if I were you, because I'm kind of mad right now.
Well, they were not allowed to walk across the podium with the rest of the school, and one of them was the valedictorian that was involved in it. It was all the people with the high schools and high scores in school.
That's 47
God,
kids.
it's like-
That's my whole graduating class, guys.
I can't believe they don't let them walk the stage. That's a little stupid,
No,
too.
I understand
No.
that.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. That's
not even a real.
completely
That's not even a real
vandalized.
punishment.
Yeah, it needs to be more than that. But the valedictorian, you'd think they would know the definition of vandalism versus prank.
Yeah.
But maybe some of the kids, and it doesn't matter. But some of the kids could have gone in with no intent of breaking stuff, and there's always a couple idiots like, oh no, God, now. But yeah, you're involved in that, so now everybody must suffer the consequences. That judge needs some ideas. Call me, because I got a lot of them. Yeah, that sucks, John. I hate that for you guys. Your community doesn't deserve that. Those kids are really stupid. This will be a learning experience. I agree. Nothing should probably be on the public record. Or the whatever they call it. Is there even a record? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Is there
criminal
even
record.
Yeah,
well,
criminal
criminal,
record.
yes, but there's no like record. Where
They
they
say.
pull out a file cabinet and the counselor's like, "Ooh, there's a black mark. We probably shouldn't let." That really isn't a thing, right?
Well, when people
No,
say,
it's
like,
not.
this is off the record.
Permanent record.
Okay.
That's not even a thing, right?
Permanent record is the thing.
No.
It may be in a database
think it is,
somewhere.
man.
It's,
No.
Yes, you have
No,
a record.
Criminal record, yes, but not permanent.
No, it's like your rap sheet.
It's
That's a
school.
criminal record.
That's
No,
a
no.
criminal record, yeah.
Right,
But in school-
he was saying that some people in the community were like, no, they don't need any kind of, because he was saying they're 17, 18 years old. So some of these kids, if they're 18, they're going to be tried as an adult.
Well, I don't think they're going to Sing Sing, whatever that is.
Folsom.
Permanent records don't really exist, as far as what they would always tell us in school.
Really?
Really? They
Yeah,
said that all
criminal
the time.
records do, but they need to be punished. They need to be put in one of those things that we have here.
Guillotine.
Well, no, the guillotine chops off the head, guys.
Oh.
No, the one that what's it called?
Pillory.
The pillory
Oh,
in
yeah.
in the town.
Let's forget about that
They
thing.
put their arms and head through, and everybody throws eggs at them.
Oh, man.
That's actually not bad.
They need to be punished. What's the name of your town? What's the name of your school, John?
They one thing
No,
in
John.
Washington High School,
What is it called?
and one of the things the school superintendent, the people in charge of school, are still trying to decide if they want to turn it over to law enforcement.
I'm okay with them doing that, but I don't know that they need to have it on their criminal
Right,
record because
but-
of it. If they meet whatever the judge says they need to meet.
Found
Also,
it.
there's been stories of times
news?
where,
Yeah, it's on the news.
like law enforcement has taken punishment into their own hands. Like when they've seen
Vigilante justice. I'm up for that too.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember
Yeah,
this
let's
story?
beat him with a nightstick.
We talked about some kids did some stuff wrong, and the police were like, "Hey, we could arrest these kids, and it could be a whole thing, or we could have them come and clean all of the cop cars at the station." And they had to like work off. They did special circumstances that made the kids work it off to where they didn't have a record.
They got to pay for all the stuff they broke, though.
Yeah.
Feels kind of lame. Maybe do a lottery, and whomever loses the lottery of all the kids that broke in, they don't get to go to college. They lose all their scholarships.
That one kid.
It's one. It's like when you play credit card roulette. You didn't want them to draw your credit card.
I hated that game.
There'd be 5 or 6 people at dinner, and you all put your credit cards in a hat, and the waiter would draw one. You have to pay for it all. Stupid game. But you just pray to God. You please God, don't let me be the one that's drawn. And then it's drawn. You're like, no, you have to pay for everybody. That's what you do. Do like a 5-person lottery system with all 47 of them. The 5 to get drawn have to take their scholarship money and donate it to charity, and they don't go to college.
That seems. I don't like that.
But does the next class, do they react
No.
different because of this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They will
100%.
not be breaking in and doing this.
Yes, they do.
It's in Washington, North Carolina, guys, and the stuff by the district is being withheld. They're not showing anybody because they're deciding what to do with it according to the news. That's WITN.
What's the school?
Beaufort
Washington
County.
High
Yeah.
in Beaufort County.
Beaufort
High School.
County.
All right, John, appreciate that. We've given you guys a lot of ideas. I hope you guys run with them. I like the lottery one the best.
Okay, y'all have a good day and take care.
All right, see you, buddy. I think we just solved a small town's problem.
There's one kid in trouble.
Boom. Lottery system. You're the one that has to die.
No, this is not.
Put him in the
It's not
guillotine.
Hunger
Yeah.
Games.
You're the one that has to die. That's it. All right, we'll be back. Zach Brown came over to the house. We talked for an hour. It's on the Bobbycast up today. But he talked about why he sleeps with a pee bottle, like a bucket, by his bed. Here you go.
I use a pee bottle through the night because I got used to doing that when I'm touring because you're riding, we play 3-4 shows in a row. So I'm sleeping on my bus. The bus is going down the road. During that day for my voice, I drank 2 gallons of water. So through the night, I'm going to pee like 2 or 3 times. So I have to get my pee bottle right by the bed.
So you don't have to get
and you pee in it. Yeah, if you get up on a moving bus, and I have an overactive brain anyway, you get up, you stub your toe, you bash your head in the wall, you're awake, and then it throws you off. So for people that have to do that, they make nice big ones with lids, so it doesn't stink, it doesn't spill. It's like, the deal.
That's my kind of guy right there.
Wow.
Because he's like, if I just pee in the bucket, I don't wake up really. I just pee right there and go back to sleep.
So do you hit your head every time you go to the bathroom?
Well, that bus is
It's
like
if you're on a bus,
It's like
yeah.
bus is
Yeah,
like
I guess
moving
so, yeah,
around.
yeah.
I felt that more than anything ever.
He's like got a road mind his whole life.
Yeah.
My wife would hate though
If you had a pee bottle?
because the problem is
yeah.
I don't always do like normal things when I sleep. Like she'd wake up and be dumped over in the bed, or I'd.
Well, he said it has a lid.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't get the lid back on, or I'd be having a dream that I was like drinking,
No.
like something would go on. But no, he doesn't want to wake up, and he has to worry about his voice, so he
But
puts a pee bucket with him.
Apparently, this is a thing because he talks about how they make them, and I just never have heard of this, which is genius for men. I mean,
think
women
everything's a
can't
thing,
really
though.
have a pee bottle.
Why not? You do one of those funnels.
Yeah.
Do a pee funnel.
We put like pee pants on.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Pee pants.
Okay, might as well get up.
Check out the Zach Brown interview. It's an hour of Zach and I just hanging out, chopping it up, talking about pee bottles. 2 neurotic dudes
Wow.
just layered in neurosis for an hour. Yeah, check it out. Elephants call each other by names, which is a crazy story, and I read into this one. And so the headline was these people at Colorado State, they were just basically recording everything that an elephant does. Just recording, all the noises. Elephants in Kenya, in their natural habitat. And they started to reveal that certain specific tones, certain rumbles were exactly as they were before, and that they were towards specific elephants, and that they could record that and play it, and that same elephant would look back. That was
Yeah.
basically the name of the elephant.
That's fascinating.
That's wild.
I love it.
Scientists played the sound of the herds, and the elephant being called responded every time to the sound.
Wow.
Which that sound is that elephant's name or call.
So I wonder if when they're like having the baby, are they like, all right, do we call it
Or that's a good point. I think someday we're gonna hear this about plants.
No,
Oh,
we
yeah.
already know that plants
they talk to each other.
No, but I mean like real.
They
like,
scream.
we're gonna have some sort of machine that actually hears them, like know English or whatever language they're in.
Right. Plant language.
Because they grow, they need sun, they have friends, they watch football. There's all the things
Yeah.
that the plants do.
They don't eat, they die.
But that doesn't mean they talk.
Yes, it does.
Oh, gosh.
They have to communicate.
They don't talk like us,
Talking is
but-
different. Elephants don't talk, but they're communicating with sound. But there are some sounds that we don't even hear
Exactly.
because there are
The plants.
some things we can't even see. We can't see right now all the tune from cell phones in front of us. We can't see it. They're all over in front of us.
Well, that's weird.
We can't see because our eyes don't have a certain amount of cones, some colors that even animals can see. So to think that we can hear and see everything, like that would just be ignorant. We cannot. But plants do have a form of communicating. I'm pro plant. Give him a hug.
You might
Pet
smash
him.
it too hard, though,
No,
and
pet him.
break it.
Hey, give him a little pet. Tell him you love him. Yeah, I saw that. They send tiny mist-like messages to each other if they're close enough through the air.
That's amazing.
That's their communication. That's crazy. What about that one that went, feed me a Seymour?
Oh, that
That's a
one did
movie.
talk.
It's a
Little
movie.
Shop of Horrors.
Oh, Little Shop of
That was a
Horrors.
good movie.
That was a good one. So Lunchbox's car, he has an Altima, and it has been on its last leg for a long time. It's a 2005 Altima. How many miles?
217,000.
What's wrong?
Now I think it's dead. What happened?
Oh, man.
Okay, don't do the
feel
crying
like we've
thing.
done
We've done
this.
this bit like 10 times.
you okay?
Yeah.
But he keeps saying it's the last time ever.
Nah, me and the 4-year-old went to go pick up groceries. And he's like, Dada, can we go on the highway? And I was like, yeah, we can go on the highway, take a little lap on the highway.
In the car that your wife
In the
doesn't want
car.
to take your kids
Yeah,
in.
she doesn't really like the kids going in the car. And we came up to the top of and it
hill?
just, ooh,
It died right there.
it died.
Like going up the
Doing
hill?
its favorite
No,
thing.
we got to the top and it was just like, and so we were going like 60. And so I was like, well, it lost all power, everything, nothing. So I just coasted it. I was like, might as well see how far we can get. And I was able to make it to an exit, take a right, take a left into a neighborhood, and just roll. And then it stopped.
Here he is trying to start his car.
This is, when it came to a stop. That's it, man.
Okay, so is it still there?
Who knows?
It's still there.
Really?
So I
It's
Here's
just-
Lunchbox breaking the news to his wife
After a mile walk home,
Okay.
carrying the groceries with my 4-year-old.
Go ahead.
Well, that's a wrap on the Ultima.
What happened?
She died on me. Driving on the highway and just.
I know, it's because I talked to you about it earlier.
Yeah, you said bad words about her, and now she's dead.
Rest in peace,
So,
Ultima.
is it dead
Walked
now?
home with the
Are you,
groceries.
are you done with it?
It's dead.
So you're not going to come back again and be like, I'm giving
No.
another run.
I mean, I can't. It doesn't start. It doesn't do anything.
I know, but can't you take it somewhere to see if
No. I can't take it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the road. I gotta get a tow truck.
Is it in front of someone's house?
It's in front of someone's house.
Oh my.
If you leave it there, will someone just pick it up and take it to the trash?
He left it in front
Eventually-
of someone's house, and they put it in the back of a truck,
And that's the
and
day.
they took it all to the dump. And that's the day
Today.
the Ultima died.
They were singing.
What are you going to get?
No, I don't know. Right now, my wife's driving a rental.
What?
Why is
because-
she driving a rental?
Yeah,
Well,
why-
because
why
when
aren't
went
you?
no, if you let me finish my sentence, I would tell you. When we get a rental, they only had bigger vehicles, and so she has to be able to fit the kids in the car.
So you're driving hers, and she's
Yeah.
driving a rental?
Yeah. She's
They
driving.
were singing bye,
No, dude.
Lunchbox's Ultima. What?
Like it's crazy. Like
Okay, I'm not going to do
We
this bit
know.
again. We've done
Yeah.
this bit
Been here.
8 times.
No.
Just buy a new
But
car,
this is the
man.
final time. Remember when we got in trouble because he was like on the air asking for deals at car dealerships? And random car dealerships were offering him deals, and then our legal called and like, you can't do that.
yeah.
So dumb.
But so
What?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get it towed.
No, here's
to
what
the-
you're gonna do. You're gonna.
I'm
go
gonna have to
and
get it towed to the house.
But for what reason? Get it towed to like the.
Just leave
The
it there.
scrapyard.
Leave it there, dude.
Nah, you can't. You don't want to leave it there. They'll
No.
ticket it. It has VIN number
No,
on it.
no,
They'll
put a little
track it
sticker on
back.
it?
They'll
No,
track
what
it
you
back.
can. What I've thought about is you can leave it there. They'll put a sticker on it.
Yeah.
Then they'll come tow it, and they'll send you in the mail that you have 60 days to claim it. And then if you don't claim it in 60 days,
You're
it's
gonna leave it in
theirs.
front of someone's house for 3 months.
No, they
Lunchbox,
can-
just tow it.
The day the
Lunchbox's
Ultima died. We're never talking about that car again.
That's not true.
Unless he buys a new one, we're never doing this bit again.
What if we have a funeral for it? Can we guys come over and
Can we guys come over? No.
and say goodbye to it?
We're not saying goodbye to it. We can't wait for that thing to be gone.
Wait, can we burn it?
We beat it with a baseball bat?
Yeah, we do all that
Like
on
they
there.
used to do like at the high school like fair. You pay money to
Spray
beat it.
paint it.
Yeah.
Or I can run over it with my Jeep.
Now we're talking. You want to do that?
Oh man, I don't know if I can witness that. You guys. Can do
Okay,
it.
we're done. All right, we're done.